All right, let's talk about the future of GTA Online. With the next DLC releasing in about a month from now and the previous Take-Two Interactive call that we had the other day, there was a lot of things talked about on how the future of GTA Online may change and how things are already changing. And just overall, let's talk about a little bit with the history of it too. So GTA Online did release back in October of 2013, October 1st to be specific, with this year making it 10 years old. And there's been so many DLCs and updates, over 40 of them, as well as patch updates, and of course the consistent weekly updates that we get from Rockstar. So Rockstar has obviously put a lot of time and effort into, GTA Online, and this being one of the most, if not the actual most successful game that they have, as well as probably the biggest online service too, since Rockstar has had multiplayer, stuff and all that in the past with GTA 4 as well as RDR 1, but nothing like that can ever come close to how GTA Online is, of course, besides GTA 6 in the future. So it's crazy, how much GTA Online has been, successful and how much things have grown. And with the recent investor call that we're going to be going over a little bit in this video, it definitely shows how much things might be changing for the future, as well as just how things are. So first off, we obviously know that for the past like 3 or 4 DLCs that we had for GTA Online, they obviously have been a lot more dimmed down and obviously more smaller compared to the previous DLCs. If you compare like, Drug Wars or San Andreas Mercenaries to, like the Contract or even like the Hyperco Heist, they're really just completely different. They put a lot of time and effort into the older DLCs, but ever since like 2022 started is kind of when they started to slow down a lot more, and that's mainly because they're focusing on the next Grand Theft Auto, as well as probably some other titles and other stuff that Rockstar's kind of locked into. And of course they realized that this service, this online service GTA Online, is kind of coming to an end, and they probably have lots of more ideas. There's so many things that Rockstar could do, but overall at this point they're probably just going to save that for the next GTA game, GTA 6. So I think with this upcoming DLC, I think it's just probably going to be pretty basic and kind of similar to the San Andreas Mercenaries or Drug Wars, and maybe just a little bit more than that. So don't expect nothing too crazy. But getting into the investor call though, first off, for Grand Theft Auto 5 itself, it sold over 5 million more units. Now it's at a total 190 million copies. I think the last investor call was back in like August, so the fact that it had 5 million new copies throughout August and now is actually kind of crazy. Most people probably are buying this, of course, for GTA Online. And just know that this probably is going to hit 200 mil within the next like 2 years, which is great. As for Red Dead, of course, we got to talk about Red Dead 2. So since August, it sold over 2 million new copies, as well as just having a total of 57 million copies sold today, which is great. Definitely up there. I think it's like top 8 right now for the most sold games in the world. And then going back to GTA Online, it was kind of mentioned that they were just going to kind of slow down with the updates, and just kind of focus a bit more on other projects, and just really explaining that the content roadmap that they have for the future is going to be kind of how the previous DLCs are. So for the future GTA Online, I think it's just going to be simple DLCs where, hopefully Rockstar puts at least a little bit more effort into them. But overall, when it comes to these past DLCs, it's just been like, maybe like 5 or 6 new missions, and then just like, the constant drift fed vehicles that we have, maybe like 5 vehicles, 6 vehicles on the first day, 7, whatever. And then of course you have the typical little drift fed stuff like, new game modes or whatever that Rockstar releases. So overall, it's, it's not bad, but the thing is the content doesn't really last that long. But this, this month or, next month, I guess, is going to be a little bit more different because we have the festive surprise update that comes every year. So just know it's going to be a DLC. Then like a week after we have the, snow, as well as just like, presents and all that. So it's going to be a little bit more entertaining. I think a lot of people are still going to play more, but just know after that, it's going to be that dry period before we get the next, summer DLC, which again, is not going to be anything crazy. So kind of see these DLCs, how Rockstar did Red Dead Online DLC, it's just pretty basic and nothing too much thought into it. So just know it's going to be like that. And it's kind of sad because again, like I was saying, there is a lot of ideas that Rockstar probably has, but they're saving it for the next GTA. And overall, there is some DLCs that people still want. Of course, the main one being the Michael DLC, which there has been hints, but overall nothing confirmed. But it will be kind of cool. And of course, if Rockstar wants to add some other things like, mansions, which have been talked about, as well as just specific vehicles that people want. But again, we're just gonna have to wait and see until that happens. But it would be really cool if, for the last update in GTA Online, Rockstar goes all crazy and adds like, an amazing, DLC that people are like, gonna freaking love, and just all that, and just, put a lot of effort into it. as well as just like, I mean, I don't know when that's going to release. That could come out after GTA 6 or before. I would assume though, when it comes to GTA Online, even though we're getting slow, or smaller updates now, Rockstar is still going to be having, DLCs even after GTA 6 releases, possibly until eventually it's just going to kind of stop. Maybe like, 1 or 2 months after GTA Online, something like that. And then of course we're going to focus on GTA 6 Online, which again probably isn't going to be released on day one when GTA 6 comes out, which again we don't even know when that's releasing. Maybe 2024 or 2025. We'll probably know more when the official trailer releases next month, which is actually again just kind of crazy to say, because again we've been waiting so many years for this, and finally it's actually about to happen. So again, I'll be having a lot more videos talking about GTA 6, so look forward to that for sure. But going a bit more back to GTA Online though, for real, just know it's in its time where like there's gonna be like maybe like we can count on our fingers how many DLCs are going to be left, and that's it's crazy because we've been with GTA Online so long, and it's just kind of crazy that it's about to be like the end of it at this point. So again, when it comes to this DLC next month, don't expect nothing too crazy, and then that also goes for future DLCs as well. So the future GTA Online, what I see is that they're still going to release DLCs in summer as well as in December's as well, winter month and all that, but it's not going to be huge. It's just going to be really simple, and they're still going to have little events like they're having now, the community challenge, as well as just like some other stuff, but again just not things that people really want, bigger DLCs. I don't really expect the new heist as well to come out, which I mean it's understandable, but again, who knows, Rockstar could still have that happening. But regardless though, I'm glad that GTA Online has lived as long as it has. It's a great online service, and I think Rockstar did really good with that, and I can't wait until to see what they do with GTA 6 Online as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video though. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section on what you guys think will happen to the future GTA Online. We've been with this for so long. I mean, I've been doing GTA Online on this channel for the past like 3 years at this point, and I mean I've enjoyed every second of it. There's been some bad DLCs, there's been some good DLCs, but I've stuck by them all, honestly, and I'm glad that I can say I'm part of the GTA Online community, and I've been able to grow in it, and I just hope that I can continue to do that in GTA 6 as well. So just expect more GTA Online content for sure. It's not the end. I'm not ending GTA Online content. It's still gonna happen, but it's just know it's gonna be a little bit more different compared to the past. And then of course, once we get into GTA 6, straight getting into that, huge content, a lot of DLCs probably coming out for that as well, constant updates and changes. So just I'm definitely looking forward to that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, again, subscribe, put on post notifications. Also, don't forget to drop a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.